Therapy is one of the greatest gifts that I ever given to myself, because I learned so much through therapy, but one of the main things that came out of it is the abundant number of choices that I have. Like I often, before therapy, and even today at times, I feel like my only choice is to respond, or my only choice is not to respond. In reality, there are so many choices that you can make. It's and a good therapist will show you how many choices that you can make. And when you've had like a ruptured friendship, like I had a ruptured friendship with Dennis Prager, and with most of the friends that I had, in common with Dennis, who were most of my friends in Los Angeles, lost them all. It was devastating. And through therapy, I realized that given who I was, given who Dennis was, and who my friends are, this was all inevitable. Like, I am someone who wants to ride on the topics that he's most passionately interested in. And even though it hurt unbelievably, and even though I never want to go through that pain again, and even though I'm not even sure that I was right in the decision I took, that's who I am. That's the path that I am on. That's my destiny, is to write about the topics that I'm passionately interested in, that I think are important and compelling. Even if I have to lose friends over my decision to write on it. I don't want to lose more friends, but in the end, that's who I am. I will always choose my freedom to write on topics that I find important and compelling. That doesn't mean I need to write about my friends. I don't need to write about my friends. I have like a chevra, a small group of people that I don't write about. The most precious things in my life, I don't write about. I keep them private, keep them sacred. Like in Judaism, what do we do with something that's precious, sacred, and holy? We wrap it up. So a Torah scroll, we keep it wrapped up, and we keep it locked away in an ark. And the Jewish ideal for women is that they be covered, that they be modest, modestly attired. So the most precious things in my life, I keep wrapped up. And then I had another thought, that when you've had a ruptured break, you've got to learn from it. You've got to think, where did I go wrong that I brought this person into my life? Like, I've been way too careless with some of the women that I slept with. Way too careless. I'll just use the vernacular. Okay, this will be offensive. You know what? I don't care. Writing to me and articulating my point of view is more important to me than not offending. I have to be more careful about who I stick my dick into. It's true. It's crude. It's vulgar. That's the story of my life. I've got to learn from that. Remember, Dennis Prager used to talk on the radio how you had one person in his life who was a friend, never betrayed him. Then after Dennis and I had the falling out, I heard him say, only 2 people in my life have betrayed me. And then recently I've heard him say, only 3 people in my life have betrayed me. I think that he had a webmaster who ended up suing him in the last few years, and that must have felt like a very bitter betrayal to Dennis. And I read the lawsuit, public document, I downloaded it. That probably felt like a betrayal to the webmaster as well. So when someone goes on a jihad against us and there's nothing we can do to repair the friendship, we've approached the person personally, and we've gone through mutual friends to try to heal, and nothing will heal. All we can do is go, wow, where did I go wrong in letting this person into my life so intimately? Like, what did I do? Where can I learn from this experience so that I don't repeat it again? And also, when you have peace, when you've worked things through in therapy, and you realize that given who I am, given who that person was, it was inevitable that we would have a painful clash. I have a certain personality that is going to rub some people the wrong way. I've chosen to take a prominent position. I blog. I pour my life out on my blog. I tackle what I think are important issues. and it's inevitable that there's going to be feedback. Whenever you hurt someone, even if you are completely accurate and right in hurting them, even when what you did in hurting them protected a lot of innocent people, whenever you hurt someone, no matter how holy and righteous you are in that, there's always going to be an equivalent blowback. So you do a lot of harm to someone, even though it's totally righteous, totally holy, did it fairly, accurately, you went about it the right way, but you still hurt someone, you are still going to receive an appropriate blowback. To the degree that you hurt someone else, you're always going to get hurt in response. That's just a karmic rule of the universe. And if you want to take a public position where you're taking on issues and sometimes even taking on individuals, you got to make peace that you're going to get hurt in response.